everybody? Welcome back to the Ace Industries podcast. I'm glad that y'all are tuning in. If you guys are on the live, I'm really excited to announce that we got my old teammate and close friend Brandon Hall, running back out of Missouri Western State University. Brandon Hall, he accumulated over 3,000 rushing yards while he was there, 21 touchdowns. He was a three-time All-Conference player in the MIAA. His freshman year, as a true freshman, he got MIAA Freshman of the Year, and he also is the top three. He's a leading back at Missouri Western in school history and rushing yards. So he's got a lot of accolades that he's got stacked up. Take us back to day one. What made you choose Missouri Western, and what were you expecting coming in as a true freshman?
I honestly chose Missouri Western because it's the only indoor that's like other than Mizzou in Missouri. And I didn't want to go far from school, bro. Like, I live in Kansas City. I didn't want to go over an hour. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's honestly why I chose Missouri Western. But what I was expecting, like the coaches told me, like whenever they was coming to like the old Missouri Western coaches, whenever they was coming to get me, they was like, "Hey, bro, you signing late. You're not gonna be high on the list. You got to work." They told me that from day one.
Yeah,
That's why I came in 12th string, bro.
yeah,
Like they gave me number 88, bro. Like I was motivated. I was motivated from the jump, bro. But I knew what I was expecting. Some adversity for sure off the
yeah.
jump, bro. But hey, but you remember them first scrimmages we had, bro,
I remember. I remember. I
bruh,
definitely remember those
bruh.
first scrimmages.
I was my first college touch. I'm breaking it 60 yards to the crib,
Yeah.
juiced. Out there in a purple jersey, juiced.
The purple jerseys. I forgot about those.
Yeah, I mean, I really just been an underdog my whole life, bro. And I really just put that pride to the side and just use it as motivation.
Hmm.
Like, and that's what like a lot of people I feel like are missing nowadays is the patience and the determination and the grittiness it takes to work to get the number one starting spot at any level.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
remember. I remember freshman year. There was a lot of running backs when we came up there, and you definitely, especially going through fall camp. I mean, you made a name for yourself when we were out there and competing, and you were able to not only travel, but you were getting on the field as a freshman, and then you got that accolade as a MIAA Freshman of the Year, which is huge for anybody, especially in the MIAA. And I think that going through what we went through, because we had a bunch of running backs. I mean, there was Jared Scott, who else? Titus. I'm trying to list them all.
yeah. Sheen was all
Sheen,
American.
yeah, All American Sheen,
Bryson went to
Bryson.
Oregon.
There was a lot of competition in that room, and you know
Yeah,
the work ethic that you had. I mean, you did on the field and off the field, like in the weight room and all that stuff.
yeah,
I know
man.
that you played with a little chip on your shoulder for sure. You held yourself to a high standard, even though you might have felt like that people were down on you at times. You're also, you're returning kicks, you're catching passes, you're catching punts, you're
Man.
really doing everything that you can as a running back on special teams, and everything that you can on offense as well, receiving and running the ball. You had, if I look back, I think it was like 600 some passing reception yards, if I'm correct. I have to go back and look at.
Like career wise,
Yeah,
yeah,
career.
yeah, 6 or 700. Yeah, it's around there.
So when you got MIAA Freshman of the Year early, how did that change your mindset moving forward? And did it add pressure or motivation to you?
So for the situation we was in at Missouri Western,
Yeah.
definitely added pressure on me because I feel like we wasn't doing good and the offense wasn't really scoring points and it was just me and like one other dude on the offense for real. So moving forward, it definitely added pressure, especially because I was 18. Yeah, I honestly was not ready for that, but I had to. I had to step up, bro.
Yeah.
Like I had no choice. It's college. You sign that paper, you sign your life away.
Yeah. It's a job. You signed a
man,
contract.
but yeah, brother, MIAA freshman of the year, that definitely got my career jump started motivation
Yeah.
wise.
Oh
So
yeah. No, no, without a doubt for sure. And if I'm remembering correctly too, that year you got it not only from just running the ball, but also from what you're doing from a kick return standpoint off of KOR, right?
yeah. I was the return man for the first 3 years.
Hmm.
So up until 2023, but yeah, you start getting more reps on offense, your return reps start going away.
Yeah,
So
that's normally how it goes. They gotta save you for those offensive drives. Can't just have you
man,
taking them big hits on kickoff return every time when they need you to run the ball. So I understand it. I understand it. My next question is: so, what was the biggest adjustment going from high school to college football?
the biggest adjustment, honestly, that was the most obvious was the amount of film
Hmm.
that I've watched.
Okay.
Because in high school, I was probably only watching like 2 hours a week,
Yeah.
3 hours a week. Coming to college, you got to watch seven. Yeah, that, and then obviously the speed of the skill positions like receivers and corners
Hmm.
a step faster. Well, that I guess that also depends on where you go. But yeah, definitely the film. Film's definitely the biggest difference. So
What would you say when you watching the film? And I'm talking about college level. What was some of the things that you would watch the most? Would you watch kind of the defensive scheme the most, or would you watch more of what you were doing more?
yeah, so honestly, I used to just watch the scheme,
Hmm.
but as I started playing more and getting some advice just from like professional people,
Yeah.
Michael Hill and Josh Caldwell, a couple other dudes. I used to just watch the scheme, but then I switched to like how the D line would be like blocking, like not blocking, but getting blocked,
Hmm.
and like they're looking. Like I'll see how often they shed and jump to the
Oh
gap. The
yeah.
linebackers, like I'll even some linebackers are bull rush, some linebackers are swim whenever they blitz the running back.
Yeah.
So you got to look for that too. And some teams have 3 to 4 linebackers, so you're watching a lot of tendencies
Yeah.
just from film. Like as a running back, like
Yeah.
running backs have to know so much, but also we don't. It's not hard to play running back, but it's hard to be good, if
Hmm.
that makes sense. And the best running backs, yeah, the best running backs, that IQ comes into play because you got to know where your block's gonna be set up. You got to know, like tendency percentages, like
Hmm.
how often like teams blitz and stuff like that. Just so not run into a double Mike A gap blitz.
Especially when they're blitzing, you got to see that because they're come. If they're blitzing, they're coming on a beeline straight for that quarterback, and you got to protect them, especially if it's a pass play. So I understand where you're coming from when as a running back when you're watching film, how important it is to see the tendencies of those blitzers. That's really important. You ended up a top three all time Russian running back at your school. What does consistency mean for you over multiple seasons?
Honestly, my consistency is like the biggest thing I harp on.
Hmm.
Like even coming into college, I knew I was gonna have to be consistent. The consistency, like I was averaging like 6.3 yards a carry
Yeah.
over the career. And honestly, like if you're just staying consistent with whatever position you're at, like for example, like with me running back, like 6 yards a carry, but that's so consistent, bro. For
Yeah.
4 years, 5 years straight, that's one of the most important things I've learned.
Was there any per se drills or specific stretches or maybe specific training habits that you did in order to help with that?
I was consistent with also putting on weight too, but that was just also from working out, and then also after I would work out, I was just consistent with my protein shakes after I work out and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, weight is super important in college football, especially at the level that you're at, because you're getting hit a lot, especially by the D linemen that we play at, like places like Northwest and
Yeah,
UConn and UCO and all those schools. They got big dudes up front, and then they got linebackers coming in right after them trying to get you on the ground. So putting on weight, I mean, that's a very big deal, and I'm glad that you're consistent with that because it just shows how you're able to be such a good back for all your career that you're at Missouri Western. So what's something the fans don't see behind those numbers? Talking about early mornings, injuries, mental battles, like what's something that they don't know other than just seeing you on the field and running past everybody and breaking tackles.
I had got injured twice. I broke the same foot twice,
Mm-hmm.
and that has just brought me so much terror. Just when I was going through it, just the adversity. I ain't never seen no adversity like that. I kind of wish somebody would have warned me about like injury, how bad a college injury is, knowing you're in the middle of your career, and how like sometimes that's very demoralizing. So
Mm-hmm.
when you get hurt, wish I would have got warned with that. But those injuries have brought me just so much like terrible, like because I was never the dude that had bad mental, bro.
Yeah.
But those injuries definitely brought something bad out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it went away though for sure. But it was just terrible, bro.
So what were some of the things that you were doing that kept you up and kept you going as you're going through the PT and the physical training?
I was really motivated by just the success I had, like success I was doing. Like when one of the times I got hurt in 2024, I was second in the country in rushing yards. That motivation just that was really the main push factor. Getting through that second injury, like
Yeah.
was just knowing I'm the best running back in the country. Like and I just had that mindset, bro, just pushing through it. And then
Yeah.
I came back the next year, got all conference.
Hey, that's how you step up to adversity though. I mean, some
Yeah,
goes wrong, some doesn't go your way, it doesn't go right, but you still have that grit and tenacity in you to keep pushing forward, and then you still have success the next season. I mean, that's the definition of overcoming adversity, and you're living proof of that, which is great for for people to hear in case they are injured or they're going through
yeah,
something, and like just know, like, don't give up, like it's not the end of the world.
literally, bro.
Always come back.
Bro, my dad, bro, he was on my tail, bro, and
Yeah.
I'm glad he was, bro. Like,
He kept you grounded.
yeah, because I would have quit for sure. I ain't gonna lie, I for sure would have quit.
I'm
But
sure.
yeah,
I'm sure
bro,
the Griffins glad you did it. Oh my goodness! Shout out Mr. Hall, man. Shout out Mr. Hall. Um,
facts.
so, how did your role evolve from freshman year to becoming one of the leaders on the team as you progressed throughout Missouri Western?
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was a freshman, like I was so quiet. I mean, I wasn't quiet. No, well, no, actually, I wasn't quiet. I just leadership was
You
the
were
last
never
thing on my mind,
quiet, beyond.
bro.
You have never been. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wasn't quiet. I just leadership was the last thing on my mind, bro.
Yeah.
And just I was just bro. I was young and college was fun, bro. I cared about having fun. We all care about having fun, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had fun for sure. Like have fun, making plays, bro. That's all. That was my motto my first 2 years of college, bro. But and then
Then it
have
evolved.
fun, make plays, bro. So yeah, that was my first 2 years, and then I started maturing, like,
Hmm.
and then I started realizing like going out having fun and making plays ain't enough. Wasn't enough, bro. Just wasn't enough. Like or at least for
It
me,
wasn't. It
like
wasn't.
yeah, bro. I just started, stopped going out, stopped drinking. I just started changing, bro.
Yeah.
Started maturing. People started looking at me a little bit different, but it was still just kind of hard to just transition into a full leader
Hmm.
because I was always the type to lead by example.
I would say too, yeah, you definitely weren't the most vocal person, and it's okay because like I wasn't either. I wasn't really a vocal guy when I was there. I always try to lead by example, and I will say like you definitely did grow from freshman and sophomore year. After that new staff, especially after that new staff came in, like it was like a switch because I think everybody kind of
Yeah,
noticed it because me and some of the guys on the defensive side were talking about it too because you just had you always had good seasons when we were at Missouri Western, but the junior year and senior year that you had, it was just night and day from the previous years.
man.
Your patience and everything, like your cutting and everything, like you just it seemed like you were just so much more locked in than when you were underclassmen. So I think that's great, and I think that just shows character development on your end, and it also shows on the field because now you're setting records at the school. You're one of the leading you're one of the leading rushers in school history. You've gotten
Yeah.
conference multiple times. Like it just shows like that. Yeah, you had success, but you still kept staying consistent and built on the success you had. You weren't just a running back. You had receiving yards. So how important is it being versatile at your position to have success?
So a lot of people don't know this, but I didn't play running back at all in high school. I was a full on slot receiver.
Yeah.
Like I was a slot and I was outside, like running fade, beat deep balls, bro. Like I guess that goes back to another question too. Was that as one of the hardest transitions was I guess to change almost changing positions
Yeah.
because I had to develop into a running back. Like I wasn't tough. I wasn't always taking hits my whole life.
Yeah.
That stuff came, bro. That stuff came, bro,
Yeah.
within Missouri Western. Like, and that goes back to putting on all that weight, like 20 pounds. It's like, yeah, bro, the versatility, that's definitely what sticks out for sure. And just it's just so easy to just run routes from the backfield. Like I prefer it than the slot, bro. Like
Yeah.
I get a chance to, for a tryout or anything, and I'm doing this in this 1-on-ones
You trying to shake some.
against linebackers. I'm trying to shake some.
You trying to shake them off the plates.
I'm talking about telephone booth. Me, you, Fred Warner was good. Talk to me.
Oh, he's gonna see this too. When you in the league, he's gonna see this. Watch. Do you pride yourself more on being explosive or being reliable?
I definitely would say because I got injured twice.
Hmm.
Definitely explosive,
Yeah.
but I'm also reliable when I'm healthy though.
Yeah.
Like when I'm healthy, I'm full on healthy. Like the only injuries I've had has been like devastating season ending.
Yeah.
Like definitely explosive, but I think I was averaging like one or two explosive plays a game.
Yeah, I was right about the reception yards. You had 669 reception yards your whole career there. 146 return yards. Your average for like receptions 9.3 per carry. So every time you
Hey,
caught a pass, not a
first, damn
9.3
near first down.
9.3 average. What kept you locked in during hard stretches of the season?
My teammates for sure, like the running backs, Rail, Jaden, and them, Ricky, sincere. Yeah,
Shout out the gang.
shout out the
I'm trying to get
gang.
I'm trying to get Ricky. I'm trying to get Ricky up on here.
He got you. When I'm losing, bruh, I get unmotivated quick. And one of the only ways to motivate me is laughter.
Was there ever a moment where you doubted yourself, and how did you pull yourself out of it?
There's never really a moment I doubted myself, but I've been doubted for sure. Like just because I'm not that big, bro.
Yeah.
Like I got the height and weight, but body frame wise, no. Yeah, I fight through that by just doing what I do, bro.
Hmm.
Staying consistent, bro. There's a lot of good athletes, bro, but yeah, like good athletes that's consistent, bro. Like there's not a lot that's gonna get in the way of that, bro.
Now that your college career is wrapped up, what is the next goal, and what are some of the things that you're chasing right now? You know, what's coming up?
So I got pro day, Division 2 in my AA pro day. It's like the smaller NFL combine.
Hmm.
That's at Mizzou, March 20th. Right after that, I have a rookie mini camp invite to the Chiefs, and then I'm working something out with the Vikings right now. So
Nice.
chasing the league, bro. Like I got a couple cousins that's at that level, so
Yeah.
and a couple college teammates too that we play with.
Yeah,
So
we do got some teammates up there.
man,
it's
man,
it's
man,
it's
man.
crazy how much our school has produced in the past like 5 years, man. Like,
Coach Fenwick, he's really telling me I have my best chances on the Chiefs because they have no running backs right now.
yeah,
Oh, well, they just signed one, but they cut all theirs, like even their practice squad dudes.
dang.
So, if I don't even if I don't make a practice squad for the hometown team, oh man,
No, you
I'm
got it, bro.
dirt.
Show up and show out, man. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
I
man,
had Max
bro.
on here. I had Max on here yesterday. That line or that D lineman from Northern State University, the school in South Dakota.
Okay, yeah,
And he just
yeah,
got one at South Dakota State University, and it's around the same time when yours is at Mizzou. So
yeah. Okay,
y'all probably doing y'all's pro day during the same week. So I'm glad that
yeah,
people are seeing, like, even though we played at the Division 2 level, there's still talent that is being looked at to go play at a pro level,
yeah,
and this is also like just one of the reasons why I wanted to do this so bad, because I wanted to show people that even though, yeah, it's not a Division 1 or it's not a FBS or FCS, it doesn't matter. If you playing college ball and you doing what you're supposed to be doing, setting records and being a great ball
sure,
player overall, they will find you. The scouts will
yeah,
find you. The coaches will find you.
yes,
Whoever it is, they're going to find you. And so I'm glad that I'm doing this, and I'm getting y'all up on these videos and showing the world, like, that there's talent everywhere. It doesn't matter if you had a Division 2
yeah,
school,
bro,
So.
yeah. And bro, that's what I was told when I committed to a smaller school. Like
Hmm.
that's what my dad was telling me, bro. Like, hey, if you balling, bro, they gonna find you, bro. Even my high school coaches too. They was like, it don't matter where you go, cause they know my goal is to go to the league. I don't care about none of that D1,
Yeah.
Power 5, none of that. I'm trying to get paid on the back end.
Yeah.
You feel me? I should be straight though, bro. I've been training like a mug, bro. I hit 22.7 miles an hour, gang.
Ooh. Okay, Cheetah. Okay.
Bro, my first day was it's the 15th. But my first day was a few days after graduation, and I was running 21.2.
What's that facility that I saw it on Snap, the
Yeah,
facility that you was
bro.
at. What is that place?
Yeah, bro. It's called Top Speed, and all the NFL dudes in the metro area go there.
At
So I
KC?
be in there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I be in there training with a lot of NFL dudes, bro. Like Travis Kelsey's supposed to be in there in a couple weeks. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm working out with like four of them, bro, right now, bro. They're
That's
swole,
crazy.
bro. Yeah, bro. It's just, you walk in, it's just NFL jerseys all over the wall, bro. I'm like, I'm in the right place,
That's tough. I'm glad that you in that environment. I'm sure you just being in that environment and training there is like, it gets you kind of them butterflies. It makes you want to train hard.
bro. They ain't there talking about they see no millions. Bro, you walk out to the parking lot, you see nothing but Benz trucks. I'm like, ah, yeah. Let me
Oh
get here, get
my
my swole. Let me
gosh.
get my swole on. Let me get my swole on.
No, for those who don't know too, you said the band struck. So when we were at Missouri Western, the Kansas City Chiefs do their training camp at our school at Missouri Western. So every summer when we was going through fall camp, we would see them rolling in their G wagons and their Bentleys and their
Yes, bro.
Porsches, Corvettes, Hellcats,
It was a
SRTs. Like
it was a car show
it
every day
literally,
walking to practice because
literally,
we couldn't drive to practice, bro. It was too many people on campus that was coming to see them
it was
practice, so we
literally
had to walk.
it was literally the parking lot, like going into campus, was backed up all the way to the edge of our like University Drive, all the way to the light that leads to the interstate, and cars just lined up all the way to the exit of the interstate. It's just cars lined up like miles long, people coming to see the Chiefs, and we out there in the heat, going through fall camp. We in the track locker room. They kicked us out our locker room and stuff. I remember I was so bad. I
Bro,
was like, man, I hate the Chiefs. I've never liked the Chiefs.
bro, man, bro, bro.
Yeah,
We were losing like 6 pounds a day, bro.
yeah, it was crazy.
6 pounds a day, bro. We're losing 6 pounds, 5 to 7 pounds a day.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably also another thing we should talk about too. Like when you're going through fall camp and you go into practice, before you go to practice, you have to weigh in and you have to weigh a certain amount. Say you have to weigh like 190, right, before practice.
Yeah.
You're going to go to practice, you're going to lose like 7 to 10
Yes. Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
You're going to
Bro,
lose
people don't
7 to 10
believe us,
pounds.
bro. People don't believe us,
It's
bro.
it's insane. It's insane. And you'll weigh out. They'll be like, "Oh, okay, you're 180. You're 181. You're 182 now." And you're like, "What?" And then you gotta go eat. And if you don't weigh the weight you're supposed to weigh, you're not gonna be
Yeah.
able to practice. If
Yeah.
it's a second practice or like the next day, like you're not gonna be able to practice until you get your weight back up. It's
Yeah. And
insane.
that's an NCAA rule.
Yeah.
Like,
If a young running back is watching this right now, what advice would you give them for staying consistent and on track in the football aspect?
hey, pick the right friends, bro. That's the first reason I see people fall out in college. Cause I never really had a friend group, bro. I just sat back and observed everybody, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple people I was chilling with, but just observe, bro. And I seen, bro, the first thing, bro, like get your friends right, bro.
Yeah, surround yourself with good people. You don't want to be surrounded by guys who are being negative or not on the right track, and you're trying to be successful and as a college athlete, and they're just kind of chirping in your ear, and then it's just kind of it's going to turn some gears the wrong way in your head. So it's always good to keep positivity around you and
Yeah.
people who are kind of want the same goals as you do kind of thing. So
And that's it, bro. Like you just gotta surround yourself with people that want the same goals as you, bro.
if you guys were watching, I really, really do appreciate it, and I'm sure Brandon does too. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube and the Twitch. It's going to be XACE XST2X, and it's both the same for both my handles. Just feel free to give it a like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I know that everybody is probably just as excited as I am to see where Brandon goes next as he continues his journey from college football to professional football with these pro days and these training camps that he's got with some of these NFL teams and at Missouri University. So stay tuned to see more about that and stay blessed.